Hi, and welcome to Discovering DataFlex with me, Johan Brodfeldt. Today we're going to look at implementing Google Maps in our DataFlex application. And this is a sample we got from one of our partners, and he wanted to change from using an iframe and an ASP page to calling the map directly in the DataFlex interface. So let's get started. Here we can see the map, and you have some inputs, and just to show them clearly, I've created some input forms so I can manipulate them and play with them. And you have some dots or markers on the map, marking out where the positions are on the now for the code. We have in the index HTML we implement the Google API link and the API key, and then we have the map.js. That is a JavaScript that I created to host the JavaScript code, and we're gonna look more at that later. So these two lines we add in the index HTML, and you can find it here under the project and app HTML. There you have the index HTML. Now let's continue with the map.web object. This is just a regular web object, no data bindings, no nothing, and you can see it there. And we can also create a new web object just by selecting create new and just pick a view and remove most of the content, and you have an empty web object. When you create a web object, you can just add components like this. You can resize them and drag them up and down and move them from right to left. So there are some different things you can manipulate to change. You can double click on it, get directly to the code, and then change the title, and it will automatically update it in the interface. But we're not here to create some more interfaces. We just want to use what I did. So I'm just going to sort them so they get more convenient, and let's get on with it. Now, down here, when you click the show button, you have the fields. When you click the show button down there, there is this PB server on click that is set to true, and the PB client on click that tells you what JavaScript function to call when the button is clicked. But we do not only want to click and call the JavaScript. This is the exec map JavaScript function that you can find down here in the JavaScript. And when we click that, we also call the render map function in DataFlex that actually takes the values from our form fields this way and creates some HTML, a template for HTML, and puts that in the HTML box on the screen. So the JavaScript then later can pick up those values and render the map in the map div. So let's go to the map.js. Here we have the exec map function, and I have created this because since both functions are called at the same time, the JavaScript and the DataFlex, we need to make sure that the DataFlex has the time to actually render the HTML on screen before we call the Google API. And we do that by having this function call, and if it's rendered, then we call the function here on top. And if it's not rendered, then we go down and wait 10 milliseconds, and then we try again. And then we get up here in the function when everything is rendered, and we call the Google API function and pick the parameters out, and then the map is rendered. So here we get the different values from the rendered map into the JavaScript function. So that's all you have to do. And now we can take a look at the map, and what you get is you enter something here and you get the dots out. That was all I had for this video. I hope you come back and watch again. So like, and don't forget to hit the subscribe button, and we see you next time. Bye bye.